And welcome back to the channel where you can obtain some free insights in today's NHL 14 game slate. I'll give you NHL projections analysis. This is by taking different sports sites and transferring that data into a sort of template which I've created. And I keep updating these templates as the season progresses. Find new strategies where I can utilize them and into finding or making my daily NHL projections. These templates are also transferable onto other sports. I just got to make some minor changes. So let's start things off with a quick update on my 10K bankroll challenge progression, where I deposit $100 into a BetMGM account. The only reason why I chose the BetMGM is because they do promotions, odd boosts for straight bets, parlays, and no sweat bets. But I have to put a no sweat bet if I lose. If I lose, I have to actually put it into a loss column. I can't use it as a push, or else it'll give me extra money. Basically, anything that's going to help me get me closer to my 10K goal. Right now, I'm sitting at $150.15 with a record of 21 wins, 14 losses, 0 pushes. Things may start to move along now. Getting a little more money in there. We got to crack the $200 barrier. We almost cracked it last night, but I chickened out. I laid down 5 units, and I ended up cashing out, and it would have hit. It would have hit. And I took a tiny little loss on that one. So, I should have just bet a little smaller on the BetMGM, so I wouldn't make it too much of a big deal. But oh well. So that puts a wrap on that update, and let's dive in and take a look at yesterday's static projections and today's free energy projections analysis. Yesterday's static projections record, we went 2 wins, 0 losses, 0 pushes. We put the Kings and the Jets over 5.5, and we hit on that one. And we did the Blues versus Utah over 5.5, hit on that one. All 3 games yesterday went over 5.5. Well, one actually got a push, but depending on your sports book, what you did, but they all went over 5.5. So it didn't matter what you did. And of course, we double dipped those bets because I'm not going to let just NBM profit and let my other sport books don't. The BetMGM account is a separate betting structure, so that's where I'll be double dipping and stuff. But I also keep those things separate, as you saw in the thing. That's where there's two. That's where there's two. So we didn't do any kind of. I didn't do a static projection, anything like that. When we went down and did live bets, this is where I did the Caps versus the Hawks under 6.5. Cashed out is where I chickened out. We were destined to win, and I chickened out and I missed. I took a small little loss on that. I think it's a tiny one. It was a tiny little loss. It was like over $90, and that's fine. But the other sport book, man, they didn't have that option available. So I'm so glad they didn't have that option available. I checked right away. There's the Caps scored, right, and then I thought it was going to go over or something, but the other sportbook didn't let me cash out, and I cashed. So too bad the other one didn't let me do that. MGM, they actually gave me the cash out. So I was okay. So we went 5-1 last night. A nice upswing on both accounts. Very happy about that. Okay, I highly encourage you to double check these projections, just like anybody else's projections. This is just act as a baseline for your own projections as you're line shopping or doing whatever that you do, how you prepare for your projections, either comparing to other sports sites, sport picking sites, or whatever you do. Well, unless you're a really busy person and you don't have time to do your own projections, then just just run with the pack and stick with the home team, and let's see if I can win you some money, right? Because that's all we're in this sport. It's about money. Okay, here we go. Let's dive in here with the picks. Alright, first game, starting Rangers versus the Bruins. Now my templates were looking good for the under and the money line, so I was pretty cool about it. Rangers are the underdogs. Quick is the projected goalie with Martin as backup. The Bruins are the favorites. Swayman backup. Corpus Salo. Now Quick has 4 games away, 2 wins, 2 losses, 2 overs, and 2 unders. Quick with the same defensive lineup at home. Quick within the division has 2 wins, no losses, 1 over, and 1 under. So that's what's projecting us to go to the money line. Swayman in this game type has 1 win, 3 losses, 2 overs, and 2 unders. Swayman within the division has 2 wins, 1 loss, no overs, and 3 unders, and that's why we are going to go with totals as well. Corpusalo has lost with the same game type, going over and losing by 2+ goals. Action, we're going to be running with the underdogs this afternoon. Going with the Rangers on the money line, as well as the under 6, which is the underdogs again. My other sport books, one of my other sports books, it's sitting at 6.5. Going to watch it. See if odds increase. See if the odds increase. So we're going to be doing that. And I'm going to be live betting the Pens game this afternoon. I don't know whether it's a seesaw, it's back and forth. It could go over, could go under. I'm not too sure what's going to happen. I'm just going to save that for a live bet. The Jackets versus the Bruins. Jackets versus the Avalanche. You're definitely not going to overthink this one here. We're going to be going with the versus the Jackets. Hang on here. We're going to be making over 6.5 and same game. Same game here. We're going to be running with the puck line. Avalanche. $1.5 as well. And for the Stars and the Sharks. Oh, sorry. Yeah, over 6.5. Yep. And the Stars and the Sharks, exact same thing. Not going to overthink this one either. It's looking good for the over 6.5. So those are the bets that we're going to be doing today, and I will be back for live betting the Pens this afternoon. I'll probably be live betting the Rangers as well. We'll see how we do before laying down more bets through the remaining of the game slate for this evening. I'll be back for live picks for the evening games. It'll be muted, and I'm not going to, I'll be too busy doing my projections and stuff like that. I'll just have it up and it'll be just like this, as is in this format. And I'm just going to be punching them in as I go through the picks. And when we get to the later games, where I'll be busy doing other stuff, and I'm just going to let those ride if we have any kind of confirmed lineups, anything that's confirmed. And we'll definitely see you guys out there. If anybody drops in, leave a comment. If you do, if you're coming in, just take a peekaboo or whatever. And that brings the end of the video. And good luck to you guys. To you guys' picks there this afternoon and this evening for the big game slate in NHL.